Hello and welcome back. Right, now then, we did all the crop sensor. That's right. So, this will make the ideal candidate. Let us drop. Yeah, that's right, the adapter. Oh, do we need the adapter? And that. Actually, best to leave that in the... Yeah. We need the Fent GT platform. We're going to take these off though, because it causes more trouble leaving it on than it's worth, to be honest. Stick our spinner, our fertilizer and the front box, and we'll fill them with lime. Actually, it might have been sensible to leave the adapter on, thinking about it. Oh, it's too late now. Job's a good one. Sorted and done. So we're stuck with what we've got. Right, let's get rid of that. This is where it's going to get messy, so we won't do it here because that wouldn't be fair. Oh, trouble is, if we don't do it here, right, we do own a bit of ground to the left, so if we're going to drop some seeds that we're going to pick up in a bit, we'll do it here. In this bit of land is technically ours. We should dump seed on the ground. Brilliant. Right, do this. Now we've got fertilizer in the back. I'm not sure whether we should grab another one of those. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. I have one that's got lime in it, but they're only $300. You don't get much cheaper way of storing. Oh, 650, sorry. Still brilliant. Yeah. Okay. We'll do the lime in first. So let's grab the other one. So we're manually doing this, so it will be just a shame we can't colour the the Massey Ferguson pack. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. If I'd got my normal caster, I've got the Tornado, which is really reasonably priced, but my normal one's about 13 grand second hand. So, alright, so line, and that holds 3,000. So that would be 3, 6, 10,000 capacity. But even this is still going to be 4, 7, 8,500 capacity. Still very good. Wow. I mean, there are proper fixed units that have got that kind of capacity. I know it's a bit cobbled together, but nevertheless, it's all legit. It's the only thing that is a little tongue-in-cheek is that the Tornado would be casting at the bottom. Yes. You'd get a bit of where the back would deflect the direction of the Tornado. Mind you, only straight back. So yeah. Right, so we're going to is dead centre. We're just going to literally go run straight down the middle. So we're going to miss about a metre either side-ish. Oh, it's not that bad actually. Oh wow, it's negligible miss. Oh, in fact, yeah. In places I can cover it all. That was a little bit of a hairy moment. Wow. Don't know if I get through some line. Ooh. I was flying. Got too much weight at the back, haven't I? Yeah. All the weight's gone out the front. We need to get some more lime in for the other side. Let's make our way over to the shop. I'm quite pleased with that. weird, that is. Whoa, I've never known it to be so uncontrollable. It's that back, the Massey trailer's at weird, doing weird things to it, because it's got too much weight in it for the front. It's alright when the 4000 was in the front, but whoa. Wow. Okay. Let's let go of that for a minute. Maybe it is. I've never seen it do that before. It's like the front wheels are wanting to like fly. How bizarre. There's no real reason why it should be doing that. I've never seen the Fendt do that. Wow. Right, let's fill these two. Grab that trailer and see if we're okay now. That was very strange. I don't think it had anything to do with the trailer though. It seemed to be still doing weird things even after I dropped it. Yeah, this field to the left is one of those that we technically own. One of the free grass. Something to do with the trailer, the way that it hitches low, it's sort of putting pressure on it and pulling it upwards. You can see it's the Tornado's pulling it up. It's a bit high on the Fendt GT's 3-point link. Just let that driver by. Right, let's get this side done. Then we shall fertilise. going to do it. Might just about do it. I'm not sure. Got that patch, 2 patches to do now. Really not sure we're quite. I think we might do one of them that's going to be tight. I think we might get a. Mind you, yeah, we're halfway through, just over halfway, so it's going to be tight. We might be slightly missing a tiny touch, but. You'll see. Still not 100% sure. Still. I don't think you ever are you really? Ooh, maybe. Whoa. That was doing that funny thing. Well, now the weight's gone out the front. We are losing the weight out the back now, so it should balance out soon. So we need a bit of spraying doing. Oh wow. That is unbelievable. That's what you call made to measure. Yeah, you can see the little bits, as I said, either side, but to be honest, it's really not bad. I'm happy with that. Got 7 or 8% that's not quite done, and even in places that some of it is done, it's yeah, there's a bad patch on that side that's not, so ooh. Yeah, there's a few bits and bobs that are wider than others, which we knew about. The field's not perfect, it widens out and narrows, and I'm still pleased, very pleased. Why am I going the long way round? Why am I not going down the path? So now, that's half of the job done, that's pH neutral. Exact. Now we just need to fertilise. Now if I remember rightly, fertiliser goes on a lot less than lime. Lime's heavy, a very heavy spread, so we might get away with a single amount of fertiliser. Can I afford it though? Because it's more expensive than lime. We shall see. So it's going to be tight. I knew the money would be tight. So that's why I like passive income, where it brings in a little bit. That's the point. Let's just have a quick look at the contracts, because they sometimes change between sessions. Looking for a. Oh, it's all sewing and. Sewing's not. Now that's a good one. Now that is not bad. And it's barley, it's one we can actually do. Okay. But I'm not going to make the mistake of starting that this time. We'll keep that active and we'll start that next time, because that's a big field, and going on at my theory, I think it's in between sessions. I'm sure you're supposed to be able to. But knowing that we've had a bit of trouble with contracts on this map, I think truthfully we ought to let's drop that. It's quite high, the 3-point link on the fence. You can see why it does weird things. Yeah. Does lift that up a little bit. The weight would push it down and lift the wheel up when you look at the physics involved. Right, now then we need to fertilizer. Wow. That's better. Got it around weird. Right. One gone. Somebody's not quite full. I think it's the... Oh well. Sorry, that was a bad pull there. Right. Let's try this. There's a bit of fertilizer there that we can top up with actually. Now this is the best soil that we've got. This side is the loam, which is the most productive soil that you've got. So I love this. People moan about precision farming, but a single pass on seasons is just all that fertilise, change state of the fields, fertilise, change state of the fields, precision farming, scan the fields, fertilise with solid fertiliser, and it does it in one go. So yeah, precision farming for the win. Okay, you've got to scan your fields. I do prefer the scanner though, rather than the the original one. That was a pain. Wow, I think we'll just be able to do it all. Excellent. We should be able to do all of our fields on this one lot. We've got a lot of seeds in those transporters, and that's nearly 3,000 litres that we poured onto that field. So truthfully, yeah, if we ever need any seed, we've got plenty. Let's grab that fertiliser. It's been annoying me for a long time sitting on the side, so let's top up with it. Ooh. Always forget how bad that is. Yay! Perfect. Wow. It's nice to see it go from the orange to the green in one single fail swoop. Yeah, definitely not going to need any more fertiliser. That's brilliant. Right, if we are fortunate, we should be able to do... Now it's funny, but the sprayer is down as a 15 metre, but Courseplay reads it as 17.2 metres, which again is almost, again they're going to be missing about 2 metres if you go down the middle, because this is an 18 metre spread and that's just 0.8 of a metre less. So truthfully, again, now then, where did I leave the other tractor? There. Okay. %, 1% more. Yeah. You've not had any sleep since you looked last. Right, so we need to We could do this one, that cedar one, couldn't we? Because this is a 10-metre cast. Thinking about this, I never thought about that. Yeah, it's cultivated, so it'll just literally cast straight on top of it. That won't take long at all. Let's do it. What did he want? Barley. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just fill that back up. Ooh. No, it's 96%. That's good enough. By anybody's. That's it. That's about right. Whoa! I was on the road. Gordon Bennett. You can wait, you mad things. Knock me about like I'm a piece of paper. Ridiculous. Either that or overtake me. Just being realistic. Everyone wants realism. If I find somewhere, I should pull over in a minute. If I get an opportunity. Go on, you can surely get past me at that. Whoa. Ah, caught on one of them bushes. Next thing we need is passive income, definitely. One of the AJ Tech ones, one of Alien Jim's, either the windmill or the water tower. Because on hard economy they are probably the best ones to bring in some income. Hold on a minute, I can't pull over, there's a lay-by in a minute, I'll pull over for you then. There. Ooh. Straight down the edge of this one. It's actually, yeah, parallel. I thought it was... I've not ever done any work on that field. Wow, this is a big field. Wow, we actually planted that, didn't we? Remember it, the one with the weird little islands in the middle? That was a big field. And we planted 43 to the right, and we planted 49 in front of us, and we planted 51 next to that one. We have done quite a lot of contracts on this, to be honest. Has that been harvested? Oh no, that we didn't do that one. It's the one 49, that one there to the right. we want is on the left. Let's get this going. This shouldn't take too long with a 10-metre spread on it. Just check it's barley, I'm sure it is, but want to make sure I've had enough active barley. Yeah, enough mistakes without. Right, first generation 54. Headland 3, 10% overlap. Try it first. Let's see how long it says. Let's see if this can cope with it, because it couldn't last time, could it? Yeah, that's better this time. Brilliant. Right, let's go to our other tractor. Remind me, what did I need to do? Ah, that's it, spraying. That's what we need to do, isn't it? Take this back to... Yeah, in fact, we're going to leave this. It's not fair to keep leaving things at the shop. We'll leave things on these paths by the side of our fields. Leave it up by, I wouldn't say the house, but yeah, what is our house? Our cushion pillow to rest our weary head. That's our house. We'll leave it up by there. Quite pleased with our progress in this. We've literally caught up with our precision farming, which is excellent. Let's drop this. Excellent. Sprayer. We've pretty much got everything bar the harvester, and I hadn't forgotten. This is another reason why we are at some point going to have to, mind you, we are going to have the biogas payout. Ooh, we're probably going to have to hire a liquid tanker of some sort for the digestate, and I also still need to place the slurry yard that we were discussing about, which is another £5,000. So yeah, still quite a bit of work to be done. Yeah, we'll be hiring the harvester the first year, definitely. There's no way we'll... Well, I'll say that, never say never. You don't always know how things are going to pan out. Huh. It's not sensing the... It's better. Wow. Talk about cutting things to the absolute bare bones. $1,816 left. Oh, it's on euros. Let's change that. I don't like inaccuracies of that level. Is that one? Yeah, it is. Brilliant. Let's cross over. We'll go on the edge of that field. There's no crop in it, so it's not going to hurt. I'm not going on the verge though, because that really is bad. I remember it well. See what I mean? It's not a lot it's missed. It is actually a better spread than it said. It's supposed to be 15 metres, but as we know, that's... I had an 18 metre spread from the fertiliser. You can see it is a little bit bigger, but there's not a lot in it. That's not going to miss an awful lot, really. Another good thing about seasons, preemptive spraying. I mean, I know we did see that was the odd weed coming up in places already, but this is a preemptive spray for these that haven't come up yet. I do love that. Again, seasons, it's not all bad. There's good as well as bad. And it is more realistic, truthfully. It's just that I think a lot of us got used to the base game and the freedom that gives you, but also the rinse and repeat cycles can sort of get a little bit too... How can I say this? I'm not trying to insult anybody. You can, by repeating the cycles, bearing in mind you can have it on fast, so you could plant and then harvest tomorrow. You can't really help but make profit if you're going to do that. If you continue those cycles, even on one field, eventually you're going to make enough profit that you can afford a second field and a third and a fourth, and and so on and so forth. So I don't know. Seasons is an absolute challenge. It is a bit of a beast because you've got a field and you're going to get a harvest, or if it's Europe or America, you might get two, unless you go in the grass route, and then obviously you do get at least 3 cuts. Well, you should. Some maps are a bit better than others. My Greenwich Valley, I missed a cut one spring on the second year. Bizarre. Never came up. It was growing through the entire spring. I got the summer cut and I got the autumn cut, but yeah, I don't know what went wrong. But glitches happen. It's a game. It's imperfect mechanics, isn't it? So, what can you say? Right, that's one section done. How is our sowing contract doing? Let's have a look on the map. Ooh. Very good. then. I am looking for cars. Might look like I'm being mad, but I was looking. Now then, will I get over those rocks with that still down? I'm not sure how high they are. Might be best to fold and unfold. Let's have a look though when we get closer. They do look a bit big. I don't think I'm going to get over those. No, definitely not. We'll fold. I'm not risking. I know I can't. I'm not going to damage it, but I'm not risking that you would damage it in real life. And we are trying to be as realistic as possible. That's another thing I love about the Fendt GT. There are very few tractors that can wear narrows well, and the Fendt GT does it. There's a couple of masses that do as well, but other than that, most tractors look very strange with narrows on. Very few wear it well, and I think the Fendt GT is one of those that wears it well. Don't look odd on it, because it's already quite a narrow sort of slight tractor, and so there's a couple of masses, smaller models, that they also wear them well, but there are very few other tractors in game that don't look weird with narrows. So again, definitely another advantage to the Fendt GT. This is another thing I don't understand though about when you preemptively spray. I've noticed and made comments on most of my Let's Plays. Is the fact that I'm preemptively spraying and I've still got 2,000 litres, which in essence means I haven't used any spray. So how am I preemptively spraying my entire fields if I'm not losing any herbicide? I just don't get it. It's precision farming, meaning it only sprays where the weeds will grow. It's just mind-boggling. That's all I'm going to say. Well, my timer says the time is up, but I am not going to finish this until we have finished that seeding job. I'm not risking that not working. Let's have a look how we're doing on that. Have a look at it. Oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Well over halfway, so I shall, when I finish this next strip, we will have done all our spraying. I shall jump into the tractor and see how long it's going to take, and we'll just watch. Now then, let's look for cars. See, I was paying attention. That's a bad patch on that left, so let's go that way a bit. I do love the casters. I do try to stick with the smaller ones though, because again, realism. My favourite, I love the Eurospand pack. It's my favourite fertiliser limer with a 36 metre spread. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is reasonably priced. And of course it's got the caster, the seed caster as well, which is also 36 metres. Even I find that a little bit too unbelievable. Even though casting itself is a legitimate thing, people used to cast from bags at their side, farmers used to cast to the left and the right. So obviously if a human can do it, then a machine can obviously throw that further. But obviously there's also, I don't know whether casters actually do, but I would have thought a smaller caster was probably a bit more realistic. But again, I suppose if such real casters exist, then there's no reason why they can't appear in the game. I don't know whether they do though. The big ones, I mean. But I mean, casting itself is definitely a legitimate thing that has existed as long as man has, so yeah. I can't say it's not realistic. Ooh, looks like there's only about 2 or 3 more passes. Let's look how long horseplay says. Oh, it's only 4 minutes. Not bad. We may get a fertiliser contract on this as well, thinking about it. Which would be nice, because it's a fairly big field. Certainly very low on funds. This is where you definitely do see the strengths of workers, though. The way that they do their lines. Well, I know that they're terrible in some ways, but how well the computer AI actually keeps its lines so perfectly straight is absolutely amazing. As you can see from my attempts at doing straight lines, we humans do tend to wander somewhat. Not that it's still terrible, I mean, my fields was still reasonable, it just they do wander in and out a little. Whereas the AI manages to get a perfectly square, perfectly straight line. Amazing. Oh wow. 500, oh, are we going to do it? I think just about, but wow. We were close. Let's just have a look at the contract. It must be getting close to being done. Oh yeah, 93. Yeah, bearing in mind it gives you a little bit of allowance, I think we'll probably finish it on this run. No, we won't have many spare. Actually, we're going to let him run until he either runs out of seed or finishes. I know we can still collect the contract earlier, but let's finish this properly. 1 minute 38 seconds. Any second, I would imagine. Should be. It says. Okay. Ignore me, I'm totally wrong. I would have thought it was any second. Maybe the last run then. Last strip. Wow. This is about going to take up all of the seeds. Well, we're going until we run out or we finish properly. Whichever comes first. Now that is what I call cutting it close. Wow. Oh, 101 litres. Talk about made to measure. Oh, let's grab our contract, our reimbursement. Space, collect. Brilliant. A few cultivating months. I was thinking about this. Obviously, I do watch Mr. CLP a lot, and it is true. If you don't cultivate, you don't move on to the sowing and the next one. So if the AI doesn't do some of those, we will actually start one. You might not make much money on them, but then you move on to the ones where you sow and you fertilise. So right, I'm just going to move my tractors over to closer to the shop, and we'll leave it there, and then that is where we're going to literally. I can't believe how close we were with that. With a seed. Oh, that's a healthy balance again. 11,230. And I think, other than our harvester, which obviously there's no way we're affording that at 11,000. We're going to have to hire. As I say, there's a few bits and bobs that we might need to hire this first year because we can't afford. There's only so much skimpy things that you can go on. Mind you, actually thinking about it, there's some of the 82 Studio stuff you can buy a very cheap liquid tanker. The capacity's not brilliant, but again, beggars can't be choosers. It's all about making it work. I think they're about $3,500. So that would, if we put the slurry yard close to the biogas plant, then in all honesty, it's not going to really matter. If it's only 5,000 capacity or 6,000 capacity, you just run it over a few times. I know it's inconvenient, but eventually, with the payments, you would buy a bigger liquid tanker. Although I suppose you've got to ask yourself the question, it probably is easier to hire initially and then buy the size that you're going to hire, because there's a couple of decent ones for about 18,000, which if you make enough digestate runs, you're going to actually make that. You just reinvest in the business. So we shall see. sometimes I think it's wrong or silly to buy something like a small liquid tanker knowing you're not going to use it very long, when you might either, I suppose you could hire those to tide you over, because obviously small ones are going to cost you very little anyway, and then obviously trade them and buy the replacement that's going to be bigger. Let's let this car by because we can go on the side of the road. Oh, haha, it's gone down that road. Right. Well, I'm going to say my customary thank you very much for continuing on this journey with me. I think we are, well, we've done all of our field work, literally, including the spraying, so we've literally finished everything that we've done. All we've got left to do is tidying up our grass fields, which again is hiring the tree maverick and chopping that. We also need to hire a trailer, so that's maybe something we do need to do it though, to cut the grass, don't we? We shall have to see what the biogas payment is once that's come to fruition. Maybe summer we might be able to get on with that. We might have to cut the grass initially as it is now, to be honest. So yeah, I reckon we might have to do that, if I'm honest, just for this time. So with no further ado, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. Just going to add this on to the last session. Just had one quick look at and renewed contract, cleared and renewed them, and there's a fertilizer for field 50, which I'm going to take that for a definitely accept that contract. Definitely, that is going to truly set us up for one of the bigger things that we need, like what we were just talking about probably. So we should do that next time. We're not going to start it, but that is amazing. So again, I am going to say goodbye for now, but I just didn't want to, like, next time start the game and you guys think, hang on a minute, he didn't have that contract. So I thought I'd quickly record me taking that contract before I exited the game. So see you on the other side.